Ooh, there you go. Hey guys, welcome to another Wicked Wednesday. This Wednesday, we are watching 1980s The Fog, directed by the horror legend himself, John Carpenter. And hello to all of the Watch Party family. Hello, Darfalina. Happy Wednesday, lovely. Y'all, whew, it has been um a bit of a night. um, First and foremost, because the last I checked, this was on Pluto, but we're gonna pretend like this does not say Pluto because it is actually available to stream on Peacock. Um, and I don't know if it was just my naivete or what. Um, but I believe it is available to stream for free on Peacock. So there's Peacock for free for the win. Hope everybody is having a good Wednesday. Let me pull that up. Yeah. This has been a day like no other, a day when anything and everything has happened. So I will say I am glad that on days like this, I have our watch parties to look forward to, because if nothing else, when I'm having a rough week and like there's not a movie time happening for me for the whole week, I have dedicated Wednesday and Thursdays where I know I can woosah and get my spooky on and get my nostalgia on Wednesday and Thursday. And so this is literally like my medicine for the day. Seriously. Um, so I hope everybody will be able to access the movie. If not, listen, if you need to go sailing across the high seas to watch along with, then hey, no judgment on my end. Okay. Let's see if I can remember my login. Ooh. Okay, I think it's a simple step. I thought I just broke something on my computer. You got it up on Prime. It is on Prime. It is on Prime. It is on Prime. I don't know why I was not clicking or thinking. You know why? I think because when I was looking up like where it was available for free, Prime was not coming up. And I always try to like help people out and be like, this is where you can watch it for free. Cause I'm all about legal streaming over here. I think with Prime, you do have to have the subscription. I think you can create a Peacock account to watch stuff for free. And so that was what I think that was what my thought process was. We're gonna pretend like that was what my thought process was. But let's do really quickly. If you've never been to a watch party, especially here on the YouTube streets, how it works is I am not allowed to share copyright owned material on here. The video will get struck and it will get pulled down, and too many of those and you get your channel taken away. I don't like to get any of those. So with the watch along, you watch it on your end, or perhaps if nothing else, I tell you about this movie and you're like, oh, I'm going to go sit down and watch this movie. And then maybe you jump back into the chat at the end to let us know your thoughts. But you can also just watch along with us and enjoy the experience with us as we watch this movie. And it will not be very exciting, but it is a chance for us to connect. Eventually, perhaps end of summer manifestation is that I will eventually have some type of platform where we can actually stream it and watch it together. But even that can be very difficult for people who are not super tech savvy. And then there's like putting it behind a paywall, because that's how you would have to do in order to like show the movie. So there's all kinds of things, but that's something that I am thinking about looking forward to the future. The synopsis of this movie, and it's one that we watched the remake of before, and I've never seen this original one, but it is strange things begin to occur as a tiny California coastal town prepares to commemorate its centenary. Inanimate objects spring eerily to life. Reverend Malone stumbles upon a dark secret about the town's founding. Radio announcer Stevie witnesses a mystical fire, and hitchhiker Elizabeth, played by the Jamie Lee Curtis, the Scream Queen herself, discovers the mutilated corpse of a fisherman. And then strange fog begins to descend on the village. Interestingly enough, the remake is set, I believe, in like a New England location. Unless it was like Washington State. I can't really remember, but it was giving very New England vibes. So it's interesting to see this be like set on California, but I definitely think like California fits Jamie Lee Curtis's vibe. She gives off California girl, definitely down to her pores. And it is a first time watch for you as well. Yay. So let me actually change that because it is available on Peacock. Or Prime. There we go. So we'll put it there. And I always start out by asking, what have you been watching? I know for me, I've been watching Handmaid's Tale. My goal was to have my review out today. So I may be doing a late night recording just so that I can get all my thoughts out and have it up either tonight or first thing in the morning. There's only 2 episodes left of the entire show for that. And I have been watching Forever, which is a Netflix original series produced by Mar Akil Brock. And it is based on the novel by Judy Blume. And I'm on episode 4-ish. I promised a couple of people that I would finish so that I could do a review and perhaps drop that by Friday. And other than that, I have not been watching anything. I have been in the books grading, getting ready for my national boards. It's been crazy. But I would love to know what you guys have been watching. So let me know in the comments. And Darfalina, where are you on your ER? I was going to ask you what season you were on, Boo Boo. Besides ER, I've been watching all the Mission Impossible movies. I'm on 4, and you watched Forever too. Yeah, I gotta finish. Keisha was getting on my nerves, spoiler alert. So hopefully by the rest of the show, I'll be back on Team Keisha's side. And I need to rewatch Mission Impossible as well because the new one's coming out next weekend, right? So probably another big weekend, Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend, lots of big weekends. Yeah. What season are you on with ER? Because you're probably not on, I don't think you're on 9 yet. And aside from letting me know in the comments what you've been watching, no major movie news updates that I can think of, but Marvel did finally drop the trailer to Ironheart. The show was finished like a year ago, at least. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I plan to do a trailer reaction for the channel. It's one of my probably most anticipated Marvel projects because it does star oh my gosh, I feel like everybody is in Ironheart. Now I'm going to forget everybody's name. Dominique Thorne is in it. Anthony Ramos is in it. Lyric Ross is in it. Yeah, Cree Summer is in it. Angie White is in it. Lots of people who are in there. So really excited about Ironheart. And the Ironheart trailer was cool. You're looking forward to it? Nice, lovely, lovely. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. I think it will be a good watch. Oh, you know what? I'm lying because I did watch another movie. I did watch Crooklyn. It was really a rewatch for me. I've been going through Spike Lee's work. I watched She's Gotta Have It for the very first time. It's streaming on Netflix. I'd never watched it before. And I may end up doing a review with that, just as like a review and rewatch. And I watched Crooklyn for like this umpteenth thousandth time. But since I've been diving into like documentaries about Spike Lee and things like that, it was really good to be able to appreciate it more now that I know so much more about like directing and techniques and lenses and all of those things. And I teach that stuff because I could really appreciate the things that he uses in that film. So I think I'm going to be working on a video essay for that film because I love that. You said the cutie Rico from Good Girls is in the trailer show, is in the show too? Oh, Manny Montana. Okay. He got that voice on him. He got that gravelly voice that just like is threatening, but it's like, oh, I feel threatened and yet I'm attracted. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But listen, let's not waste too much time. The Fog is an hour and 29 minutes, and it stars Adrienne Barbeau, Hal Holbrook, Janet Leigh is in it, aka the mama of Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. John Houseman is in it. So it's got a good cast. Hopefully we will like this movie. Listen, if you are watching this live with us or for the rewatch, do me a favor and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. It helps. We're on the road to 2,000. Yay! And hopefully by the end of the summer, that is a milestone that will be achieved, because I think this is like year 8 for you, girl. Yeah. So definitely a milestone that I want to get to by the end of summer. You watched Mo Better Blues and Jungle Fever over the weekend. Spike Lee is a great filmmaker, but he is a mess. He is a mess. Conversation we had for another time, but I will say, I feel like while everybody has their own style, I think one thing I can appreciate about Spike Lee is he really uses his art to kind of like exercise his demons. And you of course see that in Jungle Fever. And we can get into that, but like the idea that like Jungle Fever was like kind of like a knock at his dad for getting remarried so quickly after the passing of his mother, but then to kind of like address that childhood and that loss and all of those things in Crooklyn, like what was it, like a year or 2 years, I guess, after Jungle Fever. And I don't know if his father ever looked at it as like a love letter to his mother, yes, but I think he doesn't cast his father in a horrible light. There's like a pathway to forgiveness in that film that's kind of nice and beautiful, and like it doesn't really paint him as like a monster. But then just to see like how he incorporates his family and everything that he does, he's a mess, but he is a great filmmaker, and I don't feel like he gets enough. And oddly enough, he is one of my Funko Pops that I own. I don't own many in comparison to a lot of people, but I do own Spike. And I literally just happened to like go into a Walmart very randomly one day, and he was there. And this is pretty iconic because this is the purple suit that he wore when he won his honorary Oscar. But then he has like the legendary Love and Hate brass knuckles from Radio Raheem and Do the Right Thing on. And I want to collect more directors. There's lots of directors that I appreciate and I love, but I would love to get for my next 2 that I get, I would love to get Ryan Coogler. I don't think they make Ryan Coogler yet, but they need to. Absolutely. And they do have an Ava DuVernay one. And I love Ava. I love Ava. I will say I would like Ava to work on more feature film projects because she of course had Queen Sugar and she has like a lot of documentary work, but she doesn't have a great body of like long films. But then she just got into filmmaking, around my age now. And so that gives me hope that like it's not too late because she was close to my age when she got started. So there's still hope for me for like future screenwriter Quana. Yay! All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the fog. Oh no. Why are you playing out loud? Okay, there we go. Trying to get my channel snatched from me. And I have this I'm playing it on Peacock, but I don't know if because I pay for Peacock, if this is going to give me commercials or not. Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream, Edgar Allan Poe. I love a good Edgar Allan Poe moment. Let me know in the chat or the comments what your favorite Edgar Allan Poe work is. Mine is I like the writing style of Cask of Amontillado, but I love the horror of The Pit and the Pendulum. Okay, so we've got an old fisherman telling stories by the fire. It always kind of for some reason surprises me when I see like a movie from the early 80s that it doesn't, other than the fact that it's not digital, that it doesn't look horrible. And that just shows you like our mental concept of time, that we struggle with like contextualizing. Like, yes, there was colored movies, but they're always showing us like the black and white. So it makes us have this skewed version of time. Annabelle Lee is your favorite lead poem? I do like Annabelle Lee, and I love in the movie Holes how they use it. Well, in the movie and in the book Holes, how it's a reference there. Mm. He got them little kids locked in. Why are you trying to scare them kids? Oh, we should have watched this back in April. We know. John Carpenter's The Fog. Why does Deborah Hill's name sound familiar? Oh, I guess just because of John Carpenter connection. Like we're just used to seeing her name all the time. He said he needs his money. No, he said, run me my money now. Father too busy trying to get drunk. Well, that was scary. See, young John Carpenter done walked out the room, and stuff is falling now. I didn't know John Carpenter that was that young when he made this. Again, just concept of age and time, just to be assuming that people are like older when they do great things, and yet a lot of times they were young doing these things. April 30th, midnight till 1 belongs to the dead. Good Lord, deliver us. Mm-mm. Nah, that's nasty. Uh-uh. Oh, you nasty. Oh, that's so nasty. Why would he drink that orange juice and just put it back like that? Oh, see, now he gotta die. I ain't trying to be funny, but he gotta die. Speechless. He's the reason why they invented having like those seals on everything, and you got to have the seal, then you got to have the little paper piece. Because folks doing nasty stuff like that, that's so nasty. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh, them ghosts are getting violent now. They ready to blow some stuff up. Oh, got all the cars and stuff just going off. Uh oh. Why would you stand in front of your window like that though? I feel like she about to fall out the window. Cause I would fall out the moment my chair just moves. Good evening. Hello, mother. Listen to Adrian in that deep, sexy voice. You could definitely tell she played Rizzo once upon a time. We're watching a semi-scary movie, Ma, but I don't know if you might have seen The Fog back in the day when you were a young teeny bopper. You might have skipped school and went to the movies to go see it. Oh, you know The Fog? Okay, Ma. Not we just drinking and driving, just willy nilly, and not we sharing beverages. Oh, you have to tell me about it tomorrow when I call you about Rosario. I don't think I even heard about that movie. Oh, Not the glass just spontaneously breaking on the car. Oh well, I just looked up the cast list for Rosario that you just saw. You said you saw Rosario as well, Darfalina. Weird is accurate. It's got Jose Zaninga in it, who, of course, is a frequent collaborator with Spike Lee as well. So, yeah, I just watched him in Crooklyn as Tommy singing on the stoop. I I Yes, everyone's good. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to call you back. I tried to call you. I figured you and Daddy were hanging out, having a good time. I'll call you in the morning. Everybody's okay. Love you. I like how in this version Stevie has kind of like more of like a sexy, quiet storm esque voice, and but in the updated one, it kind of reflects the change in time. She's more of like a kind of punk rockish, rebellious type. He said, "That's so sweet." Night, Mama. You know what her voice reminds me of? It reminds me of, if you ever listened to like contemporary music back in like 2000, early 2000s, was Delilah. Delilah. I don't even know what happened to Delilah. Oh, she's still alive. I don't even know if she still doing radio. Oh, good night, Mommy. Tell Daddy we said good night. Ooh, that is a lot of fog effects. Ooh, I love what they got going on right now with like the different lighting, the red lighting, the green lighting, the blue lighting. Red lighting is like danger, green lighting is like sick and illness, blue lighting, death, maybe. White light ghosts. Step into the light, Carol Ann. Y'all see the hooks on them people's hands? Mm. 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 Oh, look at the light go out of his eyes. Oh, what's up? How you doing, Gory Tiger? We're watching the fog, and we're at the discovery of the ship scene. Ooh. Mm. Ooh. It's an ice pick to the eyeball. Oh my. I could never I could never be a radio DJ. Cause unless I was doing like nothing but like up tempo daytime stuff that was gonna keep me going, I would fall asleep. Especially she said four in a row and she hit the button to let it just go. Yeah, that would have been a nap. A nap would have been had. John Carpenter and using his wife. She's so pretty. Oh, talk about one night stand. Not you asking each other's names after the fact. Oh, definitely giving like in the updated one, they changed how they knew each other so that they were already acquaintances. So it wouldn't be like she was giving it up to some stranger. Because you know, if you abide by the rules of Scream, you said she don't know if he is serial killer or not. Okay. And now we kissing. Now we kissing, and I don't know you. Because you know, abiding by the rules of Scream, they gotta die. They done did the nookie. They done had the schmexy time. Don't you open that door? It's after midnight. After midnight ain't nothing up but demons, thieves, and Jesus. Don't you open. Better lock that door back. Yes, they definitely changed to make them the same age, or at least appear to be the same age. Because I don't know how old Tom was when he did this, but he not looking like he the same age as Jamie. Yeah, let's see, 89, and Jamie is how old? Oh yeah, Jamie is 66. Oh yeah, that's a good 23-year age difference. Come on, Jamie. You over here knocking the boots, and kissing on the lips with somebody that much older than you. What's that? What's that about? Do and at 23, technically he is. Technically he could have been. I'm glad that they didn't have that little boy bring that little barnacle looking thing like he did in the other one, because that was nasty looking. That was making my skin itch. They definitely didn't have much of a budget in this for that little statue. Mm, that's some beautiful, beautiful views. Mm, okay. Okay, Miss Janet Lee. Hello, Brad. Am I going to see the new Final Destination movie? I am probably going to see it, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I only watched the first, let's see, three, because we have, or is it four? Plane, car crash, amusement park. So there's like a couple in there that I haven't watched. Be in his cups is such an old timey phrase of saying drunk. Thank you. I'm glad that you found me on your feed. This is my first time and Darfelina's first time watching the original, but we have watched the remake. I'm very much appreciating like the craftsmanship of this one. You said sound like I saw the first three. I think it was the first three, yeah. And then around that time is when I told you I fell off. So I'm gonna watch the new one. But that the two scenes that they've released, I'm already shook. I'm already like, I don't know. I don't need more things in real life to be scared of. I don't need new things. Now I just realized I haven't watched a ton of stuff with Janet Leigh in it. I have seen the original, well, the 1949 Little Women with her in it, and The Manchurian Candidate. Saw that in college in my poli sci through film class, and then of course Psycho. She just going on this adventure with this man that she just met. I'm so worried for her. If he takes a sip out that beer can, I'm gonna. These people just continue to disgust me in this movie. First, we're drinking out of orange juice we plan to sell, and now we're pouring out weird beer that you just randomly find into your hand and licking it. That was too bad. That's not that old. You go. You good. You good. You good, friend. You just seasoned. Mm. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm just grabbing something real quick. Okay. I'm still here. I'm still here. I can figure out what layout I had. There we go. Oh, y'all don't see that movement behind y'all? It was that same gold coin that that little boy found. Oh, I know that's right. Oh my. Oh my. Why they took his eyeballs out? Mm. Mm-hmm. Don't honor them, people. There's still time to shut that down. He ain't have to take old boy's eyeballs like that though. Oh no. Y'all see them steps going down like that? Ain't no way. From the top of the world? Mm-mm. My fear of heights would never, would never, could never. She got to do all that just to get down to work. And my question is, what do you do when it's raining? Because there's just simply no way. And this just confirms how risky um, the Vernon Dudley was. That he was so he hated Harry and Wizard Kind so much he would risk taking his family to a scary behind out in the middle of nowhere lighthouse to get them away from those owls delivering the news that Harry was a wizard. That's a daggone shame. Mm. He said, "I'm not praying over this mess." He said, "This is y'all's demons, not mine." Y'all see the gold chains on Janet Leigh's neck? Like she's an OG baddie for real. She was doing the layered necklace look before any of the new girlies were doing it. They all act like they invented stuff. Mm-mm. Girl, it's random water falling. The water's not falling. It's just coming out of nowhere. Mm. We are watching 1980 Fog. Mona, you at work? Not the words on the wood changing. Mm-mm, girl. That's when you got to go get you some help. Oh, it's yes, it's on Peacock or Prime. I'm so sorry. You said I'm gonna be real honest. I don't understand what's going on because I keep spacing out when the old men are talking, but I like the effects so far. He didn't already picked up something. What you talking about? I know you don't want to scare that little boy. This is the kind of time where you say, "Baby, whatever you brought home was demonic." Okay, it's over here shape shifted. I need you to stay safe. Yes, it is on this. We're watching The Fog on Prime or Peacock, and it's the OG Fog. Definitely, I can't. I keep spacing out with the old men are talking, but I like the effects so far. They're trying to bring some gravity to the performance. She said, "Let me turn on the sexy voice real quick so I don't scare y'all too much." Ooh, that oil lantern is so pretty. Andy lying. Mm. His eyeballs. Yeah, because I'm staying with the dead body. Mm-mm. And then they're gonna leave you with the dead body and go outside in the hallway and talk. Oh, look at you being sweet. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm late. I've seen it, so I can jump right in. Yay. Because, we're new to this. That dead body about to get up and get her. Run, Jamie, run. Uh-oh. Zombie dick is scary. Get you, Jamie. How I jump in, I saw him. How I jump and I saw the man. I saw the man. He was right behind. What I'm jumping for? Why are we watching this and I gotta go to the beach this summer? Now I'm gonna be scared. I already be scared. This almost looks like they filmed it in like England or Ireland or something. How they doing all that talking and they got the foghorns going off? Mm, 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 mm. You do. Mm. You don't be scared sometimes. And you gotta let me know later. I know you probably hate it during the summer because traffic down there is always a mess during the summer. And the beach is one of my favorite places to go. What's scary at the beach? Sharks in the water, being in the water and feeling fish and stuff rub up against your leg, stepping on crabs, knowing that there are sand crabs, getting sand in your orifices. Mm-hmm. And then just looking at the ocean, because most of the time, unless you live like out in the country, if you look out the window at nighttime, it's dark, but you're gonna see like trees. They're gonna be something to like break up your eye line. But when you look out at the ocean at night, it just goes on. It just feels like to me like you're floating in space. It feels like a loss of control. Like it's just like too much. It messes with your head. Mm. Now, how y'all don't know each other and y'all both live in Antonio Bay? That bay ain't that big. He said, I don't play in the people water. It's so busy for Harley Davidson week. Yes, it is biker week. That's right. And Black Bike Week next week. That's right. And I work front desk at a resort. Mm-mm-mm. Oh no, why are the men in this movie so creepy? My God. And see, I'll get in the water, but I don't like going like if the water is like past my chest, I'm good. I'm good. And I'm short. I'm shorty. So I know I'm not even going out far, but that's okay, black man. You said, yes, sharks. I'm having no part of that when I go to the beach. It's Rehoboth in Delaware, but just the boardwalk and getting bitten by a shark. I have not been to a beach in Delaware in forever, but I love when I was younger going to Dover. Uh-huh. And um isn't there's Ocean City in Maryland, but there's Ocean City in Delaware, isn't there? So I feel like I went to one. I guess it's just Maryland. So yeah, I guess we've been to Dover. I get my beaches, but we used to go to all the different beaches when I was younger. But yeah, one time I was down in Mona's stomping grounds and I was there with my auntie who is only a little bit older than me. And we were walking on the beach and there was this guy and he was fishing and catching shark. Mind you, he's not on a pier. He's on the sand. He's not even like close to the edge with the line way far out. He was catching baby shark like right where people were swimming. I said, "Oh no." said, oh no, I'm tripping. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't remember the fog. Is this the one where they start out at the radio station, or is that the mist? That no, that's the fog. But the mist, Frank Darabont and Stephen King, peak, peak Stephen King cinema. I love it. I love it. I love it. One day we're gonna all have to get together for like a daytime, or like early in the day, or like we have like a nice good 2 to 3 hour block and watch The Mist, because I love that movie so much. Look, so we right here. We need to watch The Mist. Yes, I love The Mist so much. Oh, there go that red light. Yes, I'm definitely going to add some public domains to like some of our rosters. I'm definitely going to do that. We may have to hop in a Discord one day or something. Did Creepy O Dan get gone? I'm kind of glad, because he was kind of creepy, low key. You said yes, I'm with it, with The Mist, or with the public domain, or with both. There go that Hollywood number 555. I wonder when Hollywood decided that they were going to start using the 555. You said everyone is so much older in this version of the fog. Seriously though, there's no like young guys in this. Like, no, not being ageist, but there's just no. Jamie is 22, 23. Oh, they don't want you talking, girl. They want you to be quiet. You have to go ahead and just tell the whole town on the airways. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. Oh, sorry. Y'all know by now. My OG fam knows by now. It doesn't take much for me to pop out with a song. The fog definitely said, "That's enough of that conversation." Oh heck, the whole time. It's a blackout, y'all. It's a blackout. Mm-mm. We should all proceed to the statue. Yeah, girl, go get your baby. Loki, you should have been. You should have been gone get that baby. What you can't? You can't get out. He said, "Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, I get a click every time." You said you're down with the Mr. the Public Domain movies? Got you. I'm gonna start investigating. Andy's do. It's the curse of death. Don't call nobody Andy. We gotta retire the name Andy. Because Andy always got somebody after him. Mm-mm. They can't hear you, Bookie. Don't you open that door. Mm-mm. Don't you do it. Exactly. She she acted her behind off though, because you really feel like that's her kid. Like she. Andy told me, I think I should stay. And do what? What you gonna do, Andy? Mrs. Culver. Mrs. Culver, she about to get turned inside out. You about to be like inside out boy. Oh my gosh. Why did they snatch her up like that? Oh, don't start messing up now. Come on, Peacock. What in the world? Did they snatch her up like that? So, the ghost of Christmas past really terrorizing this town. You need a witness, Grandma, okay? Get under the bed, Andy. Under the bed. And Andy didn't even get under the blanket. Like, get under the blanket and pay Dad. How they get that boy out all that glass? Not y'all stuck in the mud. Oh my word. Come on, Jamie. You got 21 minutes to get it up out of here. Nick, you could have got your big rusty behind up out the truck and pushed with all the time. Look, look where you're going. Do something. Everybody, Captain Hook. And they said, Captain Hook said, I'm coming for all y'all little lost boys. Don't nobody care about that stinking statue. I wish somebody would ask me to come see. Okay, okay. I'm trying. Let me calm down. Because if I had a friend and they were artists and they want me to go see their artwork, but I gotta wait. I gotta go to like the special opening to see the statue. It's going to literally be in the middle of town. I can see it anytime I walk by. I, I'm not feeling it. Oh, see, I will say this because Stevie, Stevie in that daggone reboot, they said, nah, a real one gonna go for her kid. A real one gonna fight for her youngin. And Stevie was fighting to get to her baby. Mm. The fog is just jumping. Not they got it looking like the little miniature house in Beetlejuice. Mm. There's something in the fog. Mm. Mm. The whole town about to be dead because can't nobody get out. She, I guess she caught herself doing her duty because I would have been like, I don't know, forget this town. Let me go get my baby. You know who he reminds me of though? The father. And this is how we know people keep saying that that we keep like having the same people again and again. Cause don't he look just a tiny bit like William H. Macy? Like, isn't it giving it a Frank Gallagher? What you doing? Mm. We gotta figure out how to solve this. Y'all about to be all that's left of the town. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm. Ghost zombies. Oh, that was a black hand ghost zombie. Mm. Well, why would you just be standing by the window? The father hugging onto that cross boy. Where is he going? He is a piece of work. This is hilarious to me. She wanted to get snatched up. I mean, you know what? Low key is this is the most exciting thing that's ever happened to her in this town. She's been bored the whole day. Mm. Oh, the cross is made out of the gold. This stuff is getting heavy. Girl, what you doing? I'm so confused. You do realize that in order to raise Andy, you got to be able to live. I don't think she knows that. I don't think she knows that she has to live past this. Mm. I'm glad to see that Father Malone's trying to, do the right thing, I guess. Mm. Mm. And that's right. Ew. Keep fighting, girl. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Do it for Andy. Kick him with that boot. Watch out behind you, girl. Kick him off the top of the lighthouse. That's where this scene is from. I've seen that clip before so many times. I never knew what movie it was from. And Andy just sitting up watching everything. Now we get to see him 5 minutes before it ends. Exactly. How do you recover from this? How do you recover from this kind of an encounter in a world where people don't believe that this stuff happens, and you've had this thing happen, and then life just goes on like normal? Stevie, you live, girl. Because I didn't know if you was gonna make it or not. I'm gonna be honest. Mm. It's going away. Mm-mm-mm. He's so smart. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Why not six, Blake? Something about to jump out. Something about to jump out. You said she's such a good Samaritan. Why not six? One, two, three, four. Oh, well, I guess so. I guess it was six. I guess it was six. Look, I'm so like well trained that I'm scrolling over the credits just to make sure that there's not a credit scene because I'm so well trained in movie. All right, guys. Well, that was the original The Fog. So, to everyone who has seen the remake, enter now in the chat which one was the better scare. Was it the 2005, 8, 2008 remake? Maybe it was 2008. Or is it the OG? Let me know in the chat which one you thought was the better of the two. All right. So Darfelina says, I like the OG more. Show Me Retro says, watch The Mist instead. I'm not going to lie because that is my movie. Oh my gosh. It is definitely one of those movies I can watch again and again and again, again and again and again. Um, oh my goodness. Um, I really enjoy The Mist. I do too. I do too. I'm gonna save The Mist for when we have um once I figure out, like, other than the public domain movies, how we can watch together for real, then I think that would be like the first. I'm gonna make a note of that. And it'll be The Mist because I do love that movie. That movie is so good. I mean, like, it's got Andre Brower in it, the whole cast, like Frank Darabont, like that is like the one of the movies, aside from, of course, the Shawshank Redemption, one of the movies that made me love Frank Darabont. But like the Shawshank, is dramatic Frank Darabont. They, him and Stephen King have a good clap, but like The Mist is like where we don't get The Walking Dead without The Mist, right? Thomas Jane, Laurie Holden. And I actually like Laurie Holden more in The Mist than I do in The Walking Dead. Marcia Gay Harden, oh my gosh. But Andre Brower, like that, he was my dude in that movie. So much. Toby Jones was in that. Like, that is just such a good movie. Dang. Oh my gosh, Melissa McBride. Like, the cast of The Mist is just, it's just peak. It's just everybody brought their A game. Everybody was like a key component. Like, I can't even picture Like so many people in that movie needed to be in that movie. Oh my gosh, I can still hear Melissa McBride saying, um, nobody's going to see a lady out when she has to go get her kids. Everybody came to work prepared to make classic. They were locked in. They were like, this is going to be like 100 years from now. Somebody's going to be watching this in the public domain, and we need to make sure we bring peak cinema. But no, I really did like this OG, The Mist. Pros and cons. I definitely I do like the changes that they made to the remake in terms of like not having Nick and now I forgot the girl's name in the movie. Lord, Elizabeth. Having Nick and Elizabeth be closer in age, giving Elizabeth a backstory to connect her to the town instead of her being like this stranger that doesn't belong there. I think making everyone kind of more connected to the legacy and having something to lose to gain from it. I think that was really smart in the remake. But I do love Adrienne Barbeau as a scream act, as like a scream queen herself. She's a phenomenal actress, and I definitely felt like I liked her better as Stevie than I liked Selma Blair as her Stevie. So I would say, and I think that the 1980s effects are a better use of effects. I think that we did have better effects during the time of the remake. So the effects of the remake weren't as stellar. Does that make sense? I feel like the effects that we had at the time, like we literally like had, like that movie was 10 years after the make. Like we have so many special effects that were out during the time that movie came out that the effects could have been better in the remake. So to me, the effects here were really, really good and really strong. It was good. It's good to see, because when you think about like Halloween, not as many special effects, and then you jump and you get this, and you can see the growth in John Carpenter's work. And I like that. I do like that you can see his growth. And I do like the homages to, like, you can see his influences. Like you can see the ways that Romero was influencing this movie. So that's pretty cool too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our watch along tonight. I don't know if I'm frozen or not. I may have to turn off some stuff, because we have every device available back in this house, and so everything is trying to pull on the Wi-Fi. Let me shut this down. Shut down. Go to sleep. Speaking of which, tomorrow night we are watching Legally Blonde. So you're looking for, thank you, Darfelina. Tomorrow night we're watching Legally Blonde. So wear your pink. I feel very much like Blake. Wear your pinks, wear your florals. As we watch Legally Blonde for our Throwback Thursday. For next week's, am I still doing Buffy? Yes. B and BFF are trying to get on a better schedule. I have to re-listen to the full length of episode 1. It's been processed already, but I don't think I'm scared to release it. So I have to work tonight. Maybe I'll go ahead and just listen to that tonight. And then literally life right now is a hot mess, but my thought process is I'm not knocking on wood working this summer. So we will hopefully be able to like crank out like a season or two's worth of like discussions and podcasts and be able to post that. But I am going to get the next episode posted this week, okay? Because Darflene, I know you about to cuss me out. I know. I'm so sorry. I know. Life is just, I'm doing national boards. We got a birthday party. We got graduation. All the children want me to come to their little graduation parties, okay? Closing out the semester. I got 2 elementary schoolers who are exiting elementary school and going into middle school. It's like all of life has descended all at one time. But we are going to get Buffy going. I promise. Because I literally just told my friend, I was like, D, we gotta get it together. And he was like, well, post the video. I was like, you right. That's my bad. that's my responsibility. Yes, and that's why I was like, I need him because we play off of each other so well. But speaking of public domain, so while we were watching the tail end of that, I got my little list going. So there are some good ones that we can watch. I definitely want to watch Night of the Living Dead because I'm gonna be honest, I've never watched all of the original. Francis Ford Coppola also has a film on the public domain. So definitely, we will do some public domain films while we're looking for like a permanent place to be able to do that more often. So I think actually it's very appropriate that the next Wicked Wednesday we're watching Get Out. So as Darfalina mentioned, we're watching Legally Blonde tomorrow night for Thursday's Throwback Thursday, but then the following week we're watching Get Out. So I definitely think it is appropriate for like the last week of May to do. You just saw the OG and the remake when Tony Todd passed. See, I definitely think that's a great time to watch the original because we have probably in Daniel Kaluuya's performance of Get Out, we probably have the most like prevalent talked about actor who's a part of like this renaissance that we're having with Black people in film. And I think it makes a lot of sense to kind of go back and look at Night of the Living Dead and look at what is not necessarily the first Black person in a horror film, but certainly the first Black person heroic character in a feature horror film, in a feature film, and a wildly spread film, because some of the Black horror that kind of came before it were, what they would call penny films. So yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And I'll continue going through the list and finding like a bunch of films that I think would be important for the platform and would be really good for us to watch. But yeah, please come back tomorrow night for Legally Blonde and next week for Get Out. I have not watched Get Out since the year it released. So I'm interested to see, will I feel any differently about the film, about Keith, about Lil Rel, oh my gosh, why am I tripping? Why am I forgetting people's names right now? Allison Williams. That's not who I wanted to talk about though. Erica Alexander, Bradley Whitford. Yeah, Bradley Whitford. And anyone who watches Handmaid's Tale knows he's the only commander we kind of care about at this point. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thank you, Darfalina. Thank you, Mona, for showing up. I really appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for Show Me Retro for coming in and recommending The Mist, along with I Would Rather Be Hanging Out in Bora Bora. Thank you so much, because yes, we are definitely going to watch The Mist. And thank you, Brad, for coming out as well. I really appreciate you. Shout out to my mama for dropping through again. Okay, she be spying a little bit, knowing it's past her bedtime. But I really just appreciate you guys so much. Love so much. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Until then, toodles.